Welcome class 9 students. Students, today I will discuss the converse theorem of midpoint, that is converse of the midpoint theorem. In the midpoint theorem we have proved that a triangle, if line joining the midpoint of two sides is parallel to third side and half of the measure of that line, that midpoint line segment joining by two midpoint is the half of third side. Here I will prove that the statement, the line through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to other side and intersect the third side in the middle. So what is given? Given triangle ABC, okay, and line from one midpoint, that is F, okay, E, that is I am taking E through the line through the point F, through the point E, the line parallel to BC, it is given a line parallel to BC. I am taking that F, okay, and what to be proved? To prove F is the, I take that that line intersect AC at F. F is the midpoint. S is the midpoint. So to prove this one, we have to draw a line. So we need a construction, that is join that line that is G point. Join CG such that CG parallel to BE. These two lines are parallel, okay, and it is also given that EA parallel to BC, that is given, and CG parallel to BE, that is by construction. Now student, proof. First of all, EA parallel to BC, means EG parallel to BC, and it is given, and it is by given, okay, and BE parallel to CG, that is by construction, okay, that is by construction. So this one is parallel to BE parallel to CG and EG parallel to BC. So you can say that BCGE is a parallelogram. BCGE is a parallelogram. Okay, so that one is a parallelogram. Okay, so next proof, just I rub the upper portion. That is statement. Okay, now as it is a parallelogram, students, so opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So BE equal to CG, okay, and as E is the midpoint, that is given, that is AE equal to EB, EB or BE, that is B equal to AE. So one thing is just clear, that BE equal to CG as it is a parallelogram, and AE equal to EB, because by E is the midpoint. So considering these two relation, you can say that CG equal to E. Considering these two relation, you can say that AE equal to CG. This and this are equal. Now in triangle AEF and triangle CGF, AE equal to CG, we have proved it earlier. I am taking that angle 1 and taking that angle 2. Angle 1 equal to angle 2, that is vertically opposite angle, vertically opposite angle, and angle A equal to angle C. Angle A equal to angle C. Why these are equal? Angle A equal because it is given that BCG is a parallel. So this one is parallel to this. So alternate angle because AB parallel to CG and AC is the transversal. AC is the transversal. Okay, AC is the transversal. Therefore, angle A equal to. Therefore, by giving formula ASA triangle AEF congruent to triangle CGF. These two triangles are congruent. Now, by CPCT rule, opposite sides of this angle. So you can take also, and as these two triangles are congruent, you can take this and these are also these two angles. Okay, and here that is angle E equal to angle G, because these two are parallel, and these two are parallel, and EG is the transversal. So opposite side of angle G, angle E that is AF, and opposite of angle G that is FC. AF equal to FC. These two portions are equal. It means F is the midpoint. So we have proved the theorem. Again, I am discussing this from the beginning as EA parallel to BC, EG parallel to BC, EB and CG are parallel by construction. Therefore, BCGE is a parallelogram. Now, BE equal to GC. Why BE equal to GC? Because these two are equal. Because it is a parallelogram, and A equal to EB because E is the midpoint. Therefore, you can say that these two portions AE and GC are equal. Now, in triangle AEF and FGC, these two angles are vertically opposite angle. AE equal to FC and angle E equal to angle G, because these two are parallel, and EG is the transversal. Therefore, by CPCT rule, opposite side of angle E, that is A, opposite sides of angle G, that is FC. So we have proved AE equal to FC. It means F is the midpoint. So students, in this video we have proved converse midpoint theorem. Next video will start the exercise number 8.2 of quadrilateral. Thank you, students.